is inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers.
Pinion set to kick off.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ed Oliver.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And he's got it. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 27, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Taken down at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 17. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Dietrich Wise with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Midfield, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
4-yard line.
Here's Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Panthers 7.
Watson off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
makes the score Saints 21, Panthers 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I'm going 29. I'm going back to you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 45, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
55, Mike 54. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Pollard, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time, Wentz will throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. Often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
It's now 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Third and long, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yard punt, return of 9. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. First down, Wentz. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check back. Watch it. 54. Team shoulder. 55, Mike. 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. It's a party now.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
That's what it is.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Bullet good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard.
Line. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, Huntley. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
82.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, Huntley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
6-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Okay, ready? Tighten up, tighten up. Tracking 60.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley, man open is Board. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Operating from the gun. Huntley. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Huntley. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Incomplete in the end zone. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
2. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wentz going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike 55, Mike 55. 19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go. Check. 19. Hey, smash. Check the call. Check Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun. Huntley, he's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there for Carolina for 47 yards.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Trying to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Huntley to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
24-yard line.
Play action. Huntley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake. Huntley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
This is Mostert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
With the score.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross there to make the grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
49.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
I got you, punk.
On first down, Huntley. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they'll try to run the option here. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
For the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try the left side. Keys. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Push him back. Push him back. 51 to Mike. 60
To throw on second down. Huntley. He'll get this complete to Board. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now,
Second down.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after them one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, 55.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And goal.
On 2nd down now, Keys. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Huntley. And he will find his man on the outside. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
Tonight's final score, Saints.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Carolina, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.